Alright, so if I can show this right, I've laid out the wall I'm going to need with my door opening. What I'm going to wind up, I need a 29-inch clearance for my door and my door jamb. And I want to leave a 1/4 inch on each side that I can shim to get everything level and square. So the total length is going to be 56.5 inches. If I make a bottom plate of 13.5 inches on each side, that's going to leave me 29.5 inches of open space for my 29-inch door. That'll give me a 1/4 inch on each side, and I need 82 inches of height clearance because we're going to put carpeting in the bedroom back there. So that'll give me room to run the pad and the carpet and everything underneath the door and underneath the door jamb, so I don't have to cut a whole lot of it. So what I'm going to do is make all these cuts. Cut this whole thing out, lay it on the floor, lay it out, shoot everything together, and I should be able to just pick it up, set it into place, and nail it down. And that will be the outside wall to the closet. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a sheet of paper, so I had to get a piece of wood to figure out all my cuts and what I was going to need. But if I match this, then that should fit in my space in there, and my door should fit right in there. We'll see. Once I get everything cut and laid out, we'll see where we are. These are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 studs. I need at 91 inches, like the rest of them. And my 2 jack studs, because I need an 82-inch clearance, and I've got an 1.5 inch bottom plate to take into consideration, I'm going to cut 2 jack studs at 80.5 inches. Run me a 2x4 header across there. There's no weight on this. It's not supporting anything other than the wall itself. So I'm just going to run a 2x4 across the top of it, put me a little 6-inch stud in there, and a little cripple stud, and that should be it. I have 6 2x4s left, 8 feet long, and I've got one that I can get my 56.5 inches out of. I've got scrap for my 13.5 inch bottom plates and my 32.5 inch plate, and I have no other wood left, no other 2x4s left. So hopefully I don't screw it up. We'll see how it goes. I'm down to 6 pieces of wood, and it's the warped wood. The stuff that's got bows, it's not straight, but it's a closet, and hopefully I'll be okay. If I'm a tape measure, and I'll start cutting. And looks like I'll cut this in. So I can put that knot out. That's another problem with this wood, it's full of knots. I mean, I'm going to have to find a better lumber store around here. But I need 4 of these at 91 inches. know, all of my boards to make this wall are cut now. Now I can lay it out on the floor, hopefully, shoot it all together, and then somehow pick it up and take it in there. So let me get everything out of the way. I have another mess to clean up. These are my two inside ones. Let's do that. That's Lowe's for you. You know, unfortunately, it's like, these are my jack studs. It's like shopping at Walmart. I absolutely loathe Walmart. I hate them. I hate everything about them, except how rich they are. But it's like you have to shop there. It's not an option. They know it. We know it. And we can hate them all we want. But we have to shop there. I suppose I should mark on here where my stud unit nail is. That's my top plate. Let's see if you're going to be able to see this. These are my two outside studs. We'll go here. Here. Insides. Which direction do I want to go with? I guess this way. Here. And here. And then my bottom plates. Right there, and right there. Okay. Let me try and shoot this stuff in. I'm telling you, this nail gun is one of the best investments I've made. I bought it when I was doing the fence at home and used it on the shed for chicken coop. Let's see if I can get this piece of crap in there now. I have a couple of screws in here that are long enough. And go all the way out to the barn. Get lots of screws. I wasn't in my nail gun. I'm going to screw these in instead of shoot them in case I have to come back, take them out, remove something. And I think with the screws, I'll have a better chance of drawing these boards in. And getting some of the warmth out of them. Put my jack studs in. Absolutely amazing. I am going to have to go home and write Lowe's a scathing email because there is just no call for this. I don't know if they're buying this shit from China or what. I wonder why America can't do quality work anymore. Look at what they give us to work with. It's impossible. Well, one piece I didn't cut right is that little purple stuff. But that's the only bad piece that I'm happy. Hopefully I didn't mean to cut the other ones wrong. Let's do some measuring. Imagine that. You see the boards go like this. Hopefully, I have about 82.5 here. That's where I want to do. About 82.5. I want to be 2. And these 9 pieces are up there. But that's the closet framing. Make sure we're square. I'm going to square and level out. And before I nail it all down, and before I nail it all down, I'm going to have Gail out here, let her look at it, and make sure this is where she wants everything. Then I'll just shoot everything in place. But let me take you over and show you. So this will be my side wall. And then from the front, and where the door will be, that's the frame for everything. And the door will fit in there perfectly, give me room to adjust it, and everything is the right size anyway. And across the top, remember I cut a 56.5-inch plate. So what I'm going to cut next will be 56.5 inches plus 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches, so I can nail all the way across there, and that will tie that wall in. It won't be able to come back and forth at all. So your top plate will go over everything, and that ties it all in together. And now you can see the importance, you know, when I went through, now granted nothing's nailed up yet, so, but you see my nailers. That's why I had to put those nailers in there, to make sure when, after I get everything framed, I can nail drywall on both sides of that stud. Same over here. I've got my nailer here, and inside I've got my nailer. And I can nail here. You have to have, you know, if you got nothing to nail here, that's just going to flap or get all sloppy. And I put my other nailer in here. And I've got enough gap in there that I'm going to fill this stuff with foam insulation before I put the wall boards on and put the insulation in here. But that is our framed in bedroom closet. And it's tall enough to put a shelf in there across the top, 2 bars for hanging clothes going across it if Gail wants, and room at the bottom for shoe storage. Or, you know, there's different ways we can do it. But for a tiny house, that's a somewhat normal sized closet. I mean, it's not as deep as I would like it to be, but it's plenty deep enough. And for us, a season's worth of clothes, you're talking, you know, 3 or 4 pairs of pants, 3 or 4 shirts, and that's it. That's all I have to worry about hanging. When I do the addition and build the utility room and everything, we're going to have a closet in there for winter coats and things like that. And then my doorway going in to the bedroom is right here. You go in, there's enough room here to put a small chest of drawers. Or I could build some shelving along this wall here, you know, my own kind of cabinet type thing. in this space right here. We got 4 feet there to work with. So, you know, there's still possibilities. And those are possibilities Gail is going to have to figure out. Joe isn't making those kind of decisions. But I know this was a long video. I'll try to shorten it up as much as I can, but that's my bedroom closet framed in. That's what I wanted to accomplish today. And when Gail gets out here, gives her seal of approval, and then I can shoot it all into place, level it, square it, put the door in it, drill some holes, run some wire, because we're going to put a switch in there and a light. And then I can wire it in, and that's ready to hang the door and put drywall on. And that was the closet out here. So, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go shut everything off now. And once again, another project done. Another mess to clean up. So, you know what I'll be doing next. I'll talk to you all later. I'm out.